Where the Gator Bowl once stood, now stands this facility. TIAA Bank Field. As EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Jacksonville, Florida. Cam Little out for the opening kick. And we're underway from Everbank Stadium. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Right to the air with May. Buys time, rolling right. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be 2nd down.
Look at the coverage on that play, Kate. I love that. That is textbook defense right there. When the quarterback escapes the pocket, and you got to find somebody. You got to go get sticky on your offensive guy. It's exactly what the secondary did, and it forces the throwaway.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call.
Let's go now.
Now here's Keaton Mitchell with the run. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
You know, the elite running backs in this league, they don't just see what's right in front of them. You set up big runs like this because they see what's behind them. That's called extraordinary vision and extra yards.
Going to the ground again on first. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Operating from the gun, here's May. And the defender redirects that deep shot. Nicely done, incomplete.
Any DB prefers a highlight reel interception to just forcing an incomplete pass. But as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible on the play, he gets his hands on it and made sure it wasn't completed.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Throwing is May. Catch made by Mitchell. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. It's a gain of 27 yards to move the chains.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
May on 1st and 10. On the move, headed right. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on 1st down.
He did exactly what he was supposed to do on that play. Felt the pressure and escapes the pocket. After that, it's on somebody downfield to get open and give him a target. No one did, and he simply has to get rid of it.
Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. On play action, here's May. This one is tipped away and incomplete. Good positioning to make a play on it. That forces 3rd down.
I think we're seeing why this defense likes him in coverage. He reacts so well to throws and is even more adept in breaking up those passes.
No connection on the last play, and now it's third down. Timeout taken by the Patriots. They're first to 3. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. The Jaguars are going to call their first timeout. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. They send a man in motion. May now on third down. Complete beyond the marker. And he's into the end zone for a New England touchdown. The Patriots finish up an excellent opening series. Pressure off left, and it's blocked. And the Jaguar finds a seam left side. He's off to the races. 30. And he finishes off the return partner, and just like that, gets his team 2 points.
Well, partner, it's about the most unlikeliest score you're going to see. 6-2 out the gate. I don't think I've ever seen it. But you follow a touchdown with a blocked point after and a return, it's exactly what you're getting. You actually see smiles on both sidelines as we get going.
And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. First and 10.
Here we go, set.
First carry here for the rookie out of Colorado. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. All right, here we go. Second down.
Second and 12 at the 28-yard line. Set.
Back to throw now. Finds him on the crossing route. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And that's a Jaguar first down. Lone. Oh, they get to him behind the line, and he loses the football. Scooped up by the Patriots. And New England will return it for the touchdown. The Patriots grow their lead off the turnover. Step 1 is just making the hit, Brock. Step 2, trying to knock the football out with that hit, and they were even fortunate enough to get to step 3, weren't they? Taking that fumble all the way back for a touchdown.
And just look at them. I love the joy. A unit that doesn't get to celebrate in the end zone all too often, they will welcome the chance to be the guys running it in for a change. Cue up the group celebration, and boys, go enjoy the moment.
Nice little energy on their sideline after that fumble return scored, and with plenty of energy, he'll send this one away. Here's Carter on the return. He stopped on the return at the 27. They'll get this drive started. First and 10. Here's the lone back on the handoff. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32. First down play, nets him 5. It's going to be second and 5. From the 32. Oh, he put everything he had into that throw. This one is tipped away and incomplete. Good positioning to make a play on it. That forces third down.
The trajectory of that ball changes while it's in flight. I'll tell you this, Kate, on shorter throws, these receivers are so good to adjust, can still bring it in. But over a long distance, a tip like that alters the course of the ball, and it sure makes it tough to adjust in time.
He has the first over the middle. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. They gain 14 on the play. And that'll be good for a Jacksonville first down.
That's good for a Jacksonville. First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And they'll bring him down after a small gain to the 48. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9. Shotgun snap, they're gonna throw. He put everything he had into this one. A lot of guys there, and it's intercepted. And the Patriots get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season. I don't know what to be impressed by most, Brock. How effortless he made it look to throw it that deep, or how effortless the cover man made it look to get that far down there and haul in the interception.
How about we just marvel at both of them? You call a deep pass like that again on the next play, it could go to the end zone. But this time, it is a takeaway.
First down throw for May. Hauled in by Downs. Give him 30 yards on that one. And that's a New England first down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
They'll run here on first down. And he'll come up with a gain of 3 on the run up the middle.
Tried to mix in a little wide receiver carry and catch this defense on its heels. We've seen it work time and again, and it almost got there. Without that tackle, we could have seen a big gainer. To give some credit to the defense where credit is due.
Mitchell up the middle. And he's stopped after getting this down to about the 44. 4 yards on the pickup, and that's going to leave him with 3rd and 3.
You know, that's a good run right there to keep the offense on schedule. If he can average that type of yards per carry, this guy's going to be more than all right with letting him lead the show.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Here's May. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
You know, it's fascinating how those routes you run so many times in practice become a whole lot more difficult in the actual game. That was an important 3rd and short to convert. Very surprised to see that play fail.
Offense still staying out after the incompletion. They're going to try on 4th. May throwing for it. He finds him beyond the marker. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. What a call. They wind up with 12 on 4th down and pull off the conversion. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Mitchell takes it straight ahead. And he pushed deep in enemy territory with that, down inside the 25. Just a little short, but still a 9-yard pickup. That's going to bring up 2nd and 1. Again, this is Mitchell. And he works this to the 15 before they make the stop. 8 yards on the gain, and the drive continues forward.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
First down, and they go right back to it. Oh, he gets clobbered behind the line.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Back to the line they go. It's second down.
Let's go now.
From the gun, it's May. Touchdown, New England! It seems like a lot of the time, Brock, even if the results aren't quite as flashy every rep, tight ends are even more reliable scorers than a lot of receivers are when it comes to the passing game.
Yeah, I would agree with that, but there's also a lot more real estate for them to work with, right? Think of the receivers. They got to deal with the sidelines, that 12th defender. Many of these tight ends, they've got a ton of field to work with, and when they prove to the quarterback they could be a difference maker, he'll look for them.
And this one, thankfully, not off the mark. He gets it to go.
Chad Ryland, the kickoff for the Patriots.
Well, good news here. This is one kick that can't be blocked as he sends this away. Return coming from the 6. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Ready? Set go.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's still looking for the play that sparks the ground game as that one stopped for a loss.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Caught for big yards on the right side. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the first down.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
It's a 10-yard loss. Brings up 2nd and 20. At the 42.
Trying again following the sack. Hooks up with Anthony Gould. Complete. And they make the stop. We're going to say at about the 37-yard line. It's a 21-yard gain. And that's a Jaguar first down.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on second down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about third down at all.
He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. So it's second down coming up.
You know, that was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
And he's just spinning his wheels, man, this entire first half. They drop him behind the line.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
Here he is on 3rd and long. Forced out to his right. And that one hits the deck. No fear from them trying to go deep on 3rd down. You love that. Don't love the fact they couldn't connect. 4th down coming up. Jacksonville in punt formation. And he drives this one skyward, hoping to drop it near the goal line. And he's just going to fair catch that one at the 24-yard line. So no return on that punt. And the Pats will take over. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Mitchell on the carry. And it's a nice little chunk here, 6 yards. Stop made by Braden Fisk. He managed 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
2nd and 4. They left him wide open. It's complete. Gets it to the 15. He will go. Touchdown, New England. The Patriots could push this to a 4-score game as they take a 23-point lead. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just got to ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. And you got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up, and you can find pay dirt.
After seeing his point after blocked, he's got to stay out there and kick it off. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And this return gets to the 30 before he stopped. They're out and set, 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. An alert play defensively there. He got a hand on it to tip it away, and that makes it 2nd down.
Oh, those linebackers. Those linebackers. They seem to be in the thick of every play and some of the quickest reaction times out there. He needed a quick reaction there to get a finger on the throw. It changed its direction.
And that one looked like an interception for a second. Instead, it's incomplete. Defender couldn't hang on to it. 3rd down coming up.
Gosh, you could just almost feel his eyes up here, Kate, getting huge, right? He was envisioning the return, and he simply dropped it. Got to secure that pick before you think of anything else.
3rd and long for him here. Puts a little too much into this one. That's too high. Brings up 4th down.
You hear defensive coaches preach this all the time about not giving up the big play. Keep everything in front of you. They're going to need to stay vigilant because he's definitely a receiver who can take the lid off of a defense.
And they got home. Sacked him on 4th down. We've got a turnover on downs, and the defense takes over in plus territory.
Well, this play never had a chance between the pressure at home and the coverage downfield. QB still got to find a way to throw it up and give somebody an opportunity to make a play.
Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. They'll run. This is Mitchell. And he's down into the red zone. This run gets to the 18. Give him 9 yards. He almost moved the chains there. It's going to be 2nd and 1.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Here's Mitchell again. And he has it down to the 8-yard line on the play. A nice pickup of 11 there, Brock, and they'll have 1st and goal to figure out.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the 1st down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. On the handoff, here's Mitchell. And they beat him to the edge. That run stopped back at the line. No gain that time, and now it'll be 2nd and goal.
You know, Kate, these are the situations in training camp that I love more than anything to watch. You learn so much about a football team in these goal-to-go situations. You know you got to protect that goal line, and the defense, well, they did the job on 1st down. More to come.
Another snap from the 8 here. It's 2nd and goal. Going play action, May. Buying some time right. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop. We're at the 2-minute warning now from Everbank. It's the Patriots. With it, 3rd and 2. Mitchell. And he runs it across. Touchdown. The Patriots boat racing them to the halftime locker room. A lot of pressure on him in that moment, Brock. Find a way to score. Don't let it go to 4th and goal. And he finds a way to come through and gets in the end zone for 6.
Now, how about the other side? Beating the defense right there as well. That group who was so close to pulling off the goal line stand, yet all that motivation wasn't enough to stop him on 3rd and goal.
Ryland able to connect on the point after. And the Patriots grow their lead yet again.
Jaguars 2. Chad Ryland to kick off for the Patriots.
Well, good news here. This is one kick that can't be blocked as he sends this away. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Pass play coming here. We've got a screen to the running back. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. In the 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Cade, it's pretty clear, isn't it? It's this constant pressure that this defense has imposed on this offense to keep them out of rhythm and build up this lead. This offense is not going to author a comeback if this quarterback continues to run for his life.
Drive in dire straits. It's 3rd and 9. He'll look to throw. Oh, this is getting ugly early. Intercepted again. And it's a touchdown as he brings it back for the pick 6. Second time they've taken one back on him, Brock. First the fumble return, and now this pick 6.
You know, I point this out to you every defensive meeting room we're in, Kate, when we sit down in these production meetings, and you can see their boards, right? These defenses keep track, and they know if they get a score defensively, their odds of winning through the roof. You get 2, it's almost a certainty.
Ryland now for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Patriots continue piling on to this lead.
Chad Ryland to kick off for the Patriots.
After seeing his point after blocked, he's got to stay out there and kick it off. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. stuffing that last play at the line for no gain. And that penalty is going to go ahead and put them right back where they started. It's 1st and 10 again. Lone back gets the handoff. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Good rip on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 2.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Receiver gets it on the handoff. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
I can hear it now, Kate, before it even comes out of my mouth when I say anybody but a receiver or corner is the best athlete on the field. But I'm starting to really feel like these DNs in today's NFL...
Oh, brother, it's another interception. And the Patriots take over on his 5th interception of the season.
There's some serious self-scouting going on right now. What is this quarterback not seeing that has led to these 3 interceptions in just this game? And then overall, what is this offense doing that has this defense clued in coverage-wise to every route combination they're trying to throw?
First down, ball at the 36.
60 Maverick. Ready? 60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat. Hut.
Throwing off the play fake here. Makes the grab in bounds, left side. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down.
First and goal at the 1-yard line.
Ready? Set go.
Mitchell does not get in. His push is stopped just short of that goal line.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
And he's brought down for a loss. Now a timeout taken by the offense, and we're going to see if they try for 2 plays here or just try the field goal right now.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. 2nd and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical 3rd down.
Here's May, 3rd and goal. And he scores. It's a New England touchdown. The Patriots get more points to end a lopsided 1st half. All right, partner, what do you think? Was that a design read, or did he just see space and he was reacting more on the old quarterback instinct there?
Yes. I think yes on both of them, and that play happens so fast that it really is instincts on both sides.
Well, good news here. This is one kick that can't be blocked as he sends this away. Return starts at the 3. And look at this return. And as they bring him down, let's check the penalty flag. That one on the offense, but declined, so we will indeed head to halftime. And on to Orlando for our halftime report from Jonathan Coachman. All set now for the kickoff. Ryland with the honors. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this 2nd half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
Here we go.
Lone back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And they'll bring him down after a pretty short gain. It's a gain of 3 for him. That brings up 2nd and 7.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
From the 33 on 2nd down. Oh, no, they get him yet again. And the Patriots take over on his 5th interception of the season. Well, you kind of had a feeling, Brock, that they were going to be passing early and often, coming out of the locker room on the losing side of things, right? And that coverage, man, they knew it too. Right there to make a play on the very first throw.
Yeah, no doubt, I think in any of our minds, they knew a throw was coming defensively, and that's fine. You could know it's coming, but you got to then go out and execute and take it away. Played right into their hands, and now a chance to add to this lead.
Second down now, 7 to go.
Here we go, set.
Mitchell on the give, headed left. He breaks even, but that's it. Brought down at that line of scrimmage. Tyson Campbell, the man on that tackle. Stuck to the ground, but nothing gained that time, and it brings up 3rd and 7.
Not every corner in this league can make the play he just made right there. Sure, there's pure coverage guys, not really known for their tackling, but this guy, well, he's someone who isn't afraid to stick his nose in there and make a stop.
Come on, set. 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. Go.
They'll throw on 3rd and long. That pass is complete to McBride. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Feet and eyes, Kate. Feet and eyes. They so often tell the story of every position on the field. When that quarterback's feet and eyes move to his secondary read, and so often it's a tight end, well, it's incumbent on that defense to fly to the ball. You want to make that tackle, force the 4th down? It took a great defensive effort to do it.
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And they didn't even need those points when you look at how impressive that lead is.
A lot of them may make it look automatic, but you get this deep, and those field goals are far from a certainty. It took all his concentration, every bit of his strength, to send that puppy through.
This return makes it up to the 25. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Set up. Ready.
Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. One of the game's biggest plays right there as they get the markers reset.
So many cool fundamentals on display right there, Kate. Look the ball in your hands, number one. Don't turn your eyes away from it before it gets to you. And then when you've got that catch secured, snap that head forward and find that space upfield. Just turn a good play into a great play.
And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Well, there was never a play in any playbook I ever saw designed for a lost yardage play when you throw the ball. But if there's any solace, at least it was 1st down. A couple more chances to make up for it.
Set, go.
Here's 2nd and 11. That's incomplete left side. Trying to find his tight end. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
Ready.
Back now, pressure on its way. That's caught for the 1st. And he's brought down inside the 10 at the 9. Give him about 16 yards on that gain, Brock, and it sets him up with 1st and goal. They'll motion him out of the backfield. 1st down from the red zone. And he gets a small chunk there before he's touched down. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Jacksonville. The Jaguars continuing to fight at least. Wow, Brock, hard to imagine a more effective play in their entire playbook for that particular spot right there.
You know, you get in this red zone, Kate, you want the ball in the hands of the guys you do trust the most to score. In a lot of cases, well, you trust your quarterback, and all he did was add to that trust.
That one splits the uprights. And the Jaguars cut into the lead by another point. All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. They're out and set. 1st and 10.
Check, Panther. Go!
A give to Mitchell, running left. Jukes one defender. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. That goes for 36 yards. And the Patriots will have a 1st down. Handoff here to Mitchell. Escapes a defender. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
And he gets up for a gain of about 4.
You know, these are the kind of runs, Kate, that a balanced game plan and a balanced offense is built on. It gets you good yardage, it sets up your play action, and it keeps that defense honest.
Tight end going in motion here. Here's Mitchell. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great blocking to spring them. Guys hitting blocks downfield, and a back who can show off his wheels.
Mitchell will take it in. Touchdown, New England. The Patriots trying to end this before the final quarter. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with one end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get one, you're instantly thinking of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
Chad Ryland to kick off for the Patriots.
After seeing his point after blocked, he's got to stay out there and kick it off. Fielded at the 7. And in the end, Brock, an exciting touchback as the return comes out to the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Let's go.
They motion the tight end over. Short pass brought in. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got 1st down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Throwing now on 1st down. Able to hit Palmer, complete. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. They strike for 23 yards. And that'll be good for a Jacksonville 1st down.
Here we go, set. Set, go.
Throwing with a blitz on the way. And that's incomplete. Wanted to dial up the aggressiveness there like that, but couldn't connect. 2nd down.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
2nd and 10 now. Taking a big shot for the end zone. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
And that is teaching tape right there, Kate, for why you never, ever give up on a play. Looked like a certain touchdown grab until he comes in and knocks the ball free right at the last moment.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down.
Trap 60, trap 60. Set up. Warrior 70. 18, Pioneer. 19 tight, 19 tight. Cup 19, cup 19. Dragon 60. Ready, ready?
Dropping back to throw. He's got it near the 10. And he's brought down a little short. No, actually they do give him the 10-yard line. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal. They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. From the red zone now. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Leo Chanel makes the play. And the Patriots are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season. Oh, man, Brock, they decided to air it out in pursuit of a touchdown that time, but it's intercepted, and the visit to the red zone comes up empty.
And that one stings, Kate. It really does. You have a limited opportunity that looks in that close, particularly as we get through the second half. The ones you get, you have to finish with points.
Let's go now.
The give now to Mitchell. And he's brought down after a solid gain on what's going to be the final play of the quarter. Thankfully, only 1 quarter to play now. We've reached the end of... After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Motion man is the tight end here, going left. This is Mitchell. And not a lot of room for him as he's brought down. Just 2 yards there on the carry. They're going to need another 2 now on 3rd down.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get 1st downs against the better defenses in this league.
Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. They send a receiver in motion right.
Go.
Here he is to throw on 3rd and 2. Complete beyond the marker. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. Give now to the running back. And not much doing. He stopped quickly. 3 yards on the 1st down play, and that brings up 2nd and 7. Running right with Mitchell. And he takes it across midfield and into Jaguars territory. It's a 4-yard pickup, and they need the same now here on 3rd down.
Hey, go!
They give it to him again. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
Oh, that vision he has when he gets into space, like a chess master, seeing multiple moves ahead of time. He knows who's going to attack and at what angles, and he maneuvers his way through before someone could finally get to him.
And he's able to drive this to the 29 before the stop. Give him 4 that time, so 6 to go on 2nd down.
Here we go.
Mitchell up the middle. And that run very short, only getting to the 27. Give him 2 on the run. That's going to set him up with 3rd and 4.
Got it. Ready? Let's go.
They'll try and pick this up on the ground. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. So 4th down, the Patriots send out the field goal unit, Chad Ryland, on the attempt. Made his first one. This is a little over 40. Badgley able to knock it through. And a fairly insurmountable lead grows by 3 more.
Jaguars
Yet another shot across the bow of a ship that's already sinking here, Kate. He could have made that field goal. Heck, he could have turned around and kicked it directly at his coach because it feels like they've got this one in hand.
Evans now to return. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Here's the lone back on the handoff. And they bring him down, but there's a flag on the field. A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond.
Here we go, Shaq.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Gets everything he has under this throw. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And now they face 2nd and long.
Defender's not going to be thrilled the catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
Here we go, 2nd and very long. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And it's a nice gain, but still not enough for the first.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
That's grabbed inside the 30. That's a 38-yard play for him to move the sticks.
Look at the touch he put on that throw down the field. That was a masterpiece, and he was the artist behind it, laying it in the perfect spot to create the big play.
Brought in close to the 8. And he drives this forward to the 6. And even 20 yards on the play, and it awards them with a 1st and goal.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that. That was it. That was their chance to escape this series. They were looking for a way out without giving up any points, and that was their ticket off the field. Unfortunately, they just couldn't quite hang on.
He'll throw it yet again. Oh, they got it. Intercepted along the goal line. And the Patriots will get it back with some time to work with. We've reached the 2-minute warning.